Hi there, welcome to Prime Sports Extra. Of course, it's a beautiful Saturday, isn't it? Well, next week by now, some of you are obviously enjoying your moments and all of that. Next week by now is exactly 14th of February. Yesterday, there was an interesting debate whether the lady should get flowers or not. Anyone who is still confused as to whether a woman deserves flowers or not, Charlie, then you don't deserve the woman. It's as simple as that. That's how I'm saying. Achu is not responding, meaning he's definitely one of those. But Achu is a fine guy, he's a gentleman. So I know Achu doesn't fall within that category of people who think flowers are just leaves. Are you kidding me, man? Say flowers are leaves. Oh yeah, one of those people, Achu.
The fact that you need a certain occasion to feel the necessity in
the secretary. They are general secretary.
No.
She said they are general secretary.
See, these boys.
Incredible.
These be the boys with...
She said they are general secretary.
They don't learn anything from secondary school and they don't learn anything.
No.
So for them, it be the occasion for happen before them for show baby girls some love. Bro, you see, if you have to wait for Christmas, wait. If you need Christmas or Val's Day or any occasion to show love, to go out of your way to show love to your partner. What can you?
You see, the baby girls can all attest. You see, this convenient argument is making.
It's not convenient.
No, relax. It's a convenient.
There is a standard.
The baby girls can testify. Baby girl, be very honest. Has he given you flower the whole year?
No.
Have you gotten even a single flower?
Oh, boga.
An occasion has presented itself. Find perfect opportunity for you to give the woman a flower. He said, if you wait till February 14 before you give a flower, then I just... No. Have you given a girl flower throughout the year? No. He deserves a flower.
The point is...
If you are there and you still think flowers are just leaves, baby girl, rethink your position.
You see, what you're saying is...
Rethink your position.
But the point is that, Zach, you have to make Madame feel special all year round.
I agree. No, I agree that. I agree.
Fundamentally, that is it. The only thing is that maybe on that day, you have to scale it up, sort of. So
now you are coming home.
So on that day, we're not...
Now you are coming home.
Yeah, so on that day, we're not talking about flowers anymore, because Charlie, you do flowers all year round.
Okay.
We're not talking about chocolates anymore, because we do flowers and chocolates all year round.
Okay.
Well, maybe the girl does something
So
nice.
if you do flowers all year round, you do chocolate all year round, and on February 14, you have to scale it up.
Yeah.
Clearly, if it was 10 roses on February 14, it's got to be 20 roses. You know what I'm saying?
But the point is, it doesn't have to be flowers.
You see, the moment they start making this argument, you know where they are coming from.
It doesn't have to be flowers.
Oh, no.
Maybe Madame needs a new laptop. Yes.
Oh, man.
Maybe Madame needs a new phone.
He needs a new phone.
Yes.
With flowers.
I'm saying that flowers, so on that day, flowers be.
As the baby girl, if you bring the new phone with flowers, buy the new car with flowers.
See, for the woman who you've been nice to, you've been making her feel good all year round.
She doesn't need flowers on February.
I'm saying that flowers are no longer symbolic and as significant.
No,
see, it's a simple...
Go and ask the woman. Go and ask the woman.
Hang on.
Go and ask the woman.
Hang on. It's a simple logic of experiencing something over and over again.
Actually, look, you are there assuming this is...
It's not an assumption.
Go and ask the woman.
Experience. Ask your wife.
February 4th. She absolutely loves and she'll be expecting flowers on
I'm saying
Saturday.
That. Ask her that. If it is something you do all year round, at every given opportunity, flowers, not necessarily flowers, but something nice drops. On Val's Day, things like chocolates and flowers, it's like, let me give you a very relatable example. You see, when we were kids, you only enjoy Christmas, you only enjoy chicken and jollof at Christmas. But growing up, when we started working and we had our own money and Charlie, almost every meal comes with the protein is. Christmas is no longer, or the sweetness of your Christmas is no longer determined by how much chicken or fried rice you had.
But you still eat chicken?
Yes, all year round. So
on Christmas Day, you still eat the chicken?
No, I'm saying that on Christmas...
Will you avoid the chicken on Christmas Day because all year round you'll be eating chicken?
On Christmas, when you're thinking about what makes it special... When you're thinking about what makes it special, you are now thinking about a holiday at Adam.
Brother.
I'm giving my experience.
My brother, look, you explain. You have to get the girl flowers.
Because I've had chicken all year, when I'm thinking about the special moments, it's Buzia, Adam, Sunset Beach, Keta, Holy
And when you go there, will you
those
still eat
things,
chicken?
it is no longer about it. In fact, there are days I'll go there, I won't even eat chicken. These days,
My brother, look, this whole week, you who explain.
This guy is very sorry.
You who
Zach's
explain.
wife needs to give him a whole crash course
You guys will explain
in how to treat the baby girl.
what are you
He's been a very poor ambassador of the
Look, whether it is Ajwa or if your name is Akos, you are already hearing from him. Send him a message, hey, behave yourself. From here, you receive a message, hey, behave.
He's laughing at you.
Anyway, guys, well, let's see what happens. Next week, we will see. Daniel has joined us, so we'll just take a quick turn. Then Daniel will join us in studio and we'll start with the conversation because Otuado now has about, 18 plus team. It's now 18 technical team. So he's got about 17 people supporting him for the World Cup. And that is massive, from physios to the medics to video analysts and all manner of assistants he's got at his disposal to ensure that he performs very well at the World Cup. Okay, so we'll touch on that briefly because yesterday some 5 more people were added to the list, and fundamentally it looks like he's getting all the support he needs. So we'll touch on that a bit. Then we'll get into the weekend because is it tomorrow? There's going to be a big one, Man City, Liverpool. That's a very big game. Then Man United and Spurs are playing, I think, today. So we'll touch on that briefly. And some FA Cup games are also unfolding. Then Ronaldo and what he's doing at Al Nassr. Charlie, all right. So let's just take a quick turn and let's have Daniel listed. That obviously is the dance that every Man United fan had probably picked up by now. Kuna is the man giving them all the joy. Let's see if he can repeat that in the game against Spurs. And let's see how it... But let's start with the Black Stars because they've got, at least we understand they're going to have at least 4 games to play before the World Cup. The Austria game has been confirmed. The one against Germany has also been confirmed. We're hearing that some 2 more games will be announced. Not too sure which countries it will be. Possibly some Asian country and maybe some South American country. But let's see what works out. But these are the new faces that have been added to the Black Stars technical team. And of course, what probably surprised a lot of people was the addition of the Black Queens head coach, Kim Lasbokegrin. So it was like, well, shouldn't he be busy with the Black Queens? Why has he been given extra duties at the Black Stars as assistant coach? But the FA feels that, well, Otuado needs all the support he can get to make sure that they beat England is in our group and ensure that at least they can make it as far as they can. Well, guys, let's start with you. Maybe, so now I hear, is it 18?
Yeah.
The whole technical team is 18 now, plus Otuado. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's...
Including Otuado.
Including Otuado, 18.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really, really good, isn't it?
It's good. I think it is not out of the ordinary for the national team to have a big backroom staff. If you look across the world, there are many teams who have far more assistants. Or if you look at the size of the backroom staff, there are teams that have got far more than we do. England, for example, have got 20. Thomas Tuchel's backroom staff is 20, and I think a few other individuals as well. Germany is also another example. And the England example is significant because they are in our group.
Yeah.
So if you want a like-for-like comparison, it's as close as they come. Then you've got Germany, I think 21 or so. And for the purpose of those wondering the number of sheer assistants that Otuado has got and why they are saying the assistant coaches are too many. These are Julian Nagelsmann's assistants. Benjamin Gluck is an assistant. Benjamin Habner is another assistant. Then he's got 2 goalkeeping coaches, Andres Cronenberg, Stefan Wessels. then 2 athletic coaches, Niklas Dietrich and Kranoslav Banovic, then 1 individual coach, Mats Budgerets, 3 match analysts, Leonard Holm, Claudius Muller, and Frederick Holscher. Then you've got others like the physiotherapists and the team doctors and others who make up, I think, the 22 or so number that Germany has got. So it is not out of the ordinary for us to have a sizable backroom staff, especially going into, a tournament like that. You want proper weights on the bench, and you want experience as well. And I think...
What about the issue of specialization? Because
there is specialization.
Yeah, no. So for instance, with the assistants, the assistants, in some instances we get to hear that, this assistant will handle set pieces, this assistant will handle this.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at some specific assistants, someone like Desmond Affair, someone like, is it John Pinto, right? Will it be the coach prerogative to tell them which department they should focus on, or what do you think the ideal situation would be like?
For that, you just look at the strength of each person and then you assign them. The German example that I gave is not one where they tell you the designation of each one. Of course, there are federations who will tell you who the set piece coach is. In fact, these days there are throw-in coaches. I think Arsenal recently hired one and all of that. Liverpool had a set piece coach not long ago. So there are clubs. It is dependent on the culture of the football club or the national team. Some will take it upon themselves to write the specific designation and tell you, this is our set piece coach, this is our throw-in. In the German example, I was looking for the specific portfolio that was assigned to them. I didn't find any beyond the assistants. Maybe there are other specialized roles like the goalkeeper's trainer. That one was there. The match analyst, the video analyst, those ones are there. But in terms of what each assistant does, we're talking about the direct assistants of the coaches. Those ones you would assign based on the strength of them. And if you look at just to look into Rivere's past, look, he's worked at Monaco. He's, until recently, was the assistant with the Guinean national team, also coached Saint-Etienne, Stade Rennes, Le Mans, in various capacities. So he's got a lot of experience. Not long ago, we were all here when some Black Stars players needed their physios at club level to follow them, to help not only to monitor them, but during the recovery training sessions of Black Stars team, those physios will join the only physio that the Black Stars had, and they will take turns massaging our players, taking them through the recovery session, because we simply could not afford to hire more people. There are different arrangements elsewhere. There are national teams that decide that because we are working with 25 players, would hire 5 or 6 physios or masseurs for that purpose. There are those who would also outsource it and say that maybe there are companies like this, sports science companies like this, who are specialized in it. And so when we need that, we're not going to hire someone to do it. We'll just outsource it to them. They will just come and they have their own numbers to deal with it. But that was a very clear example of, and Andre Ayew did it a couple of times. Thomas Partey, the last time when Arsenal's last title chase with Thomas Partey, when he was fit, they had to send that officer down with him. And when he came, apart from monitoring Partey and working with him, that was the responsibility that he took upon himself to help with. So clearly, we have lacked in that regard.
But except the only problem here, appointment here.
The only problem.
I think that there's only one person that is it the performance coach? Does he do anything medical?
The Black Stars already has a team doctor. I forgot his name, but we already have a team doctor.
Is that Mr. Pambo, right?
Yes, Dr. Prince Pambo. Also, the example, for example, that I gave, when it is time, the FA will now make the determination, because you cannot hire 18 people and still say that you are leaving that aspect unattended to.
Yeah. So you think that even that part will also be beefed up?
I think so. The only problem here, and the reason a lot of people are complaining, is that people don't have faith in Otuado, owing to our poor AFCON qualifying.
Okay,
and so people,
just hold it there. We'll
just to conclude, people sort of feel he is being given this many assistants to cover his own weaknesses and his shortfalls, and not the standard procedure as we have seen and like the examples that I have given you. But if you look at the appointments on itself, unless you are raising questions about the competence of the assistants who have been hired now, there is no basis for questioning this.
Interesting. Daniel, let me just pick your first thoughts on this one.
I don't understand why people are complaining. I just think it's trendy to complain about Black Stars issues. That's why everybody is complaining. Most of the people are complaining, don't even know why they are complaining. Because you are going to a World Cup. You are going to the biggest competition in football. So it's like you are going to write a big exam, and in trying to prepare for the exam, your parents have hired extra classes teachers for you, and your friends are laughing at you. Now, if you go to the exam and you fail, it doesn't now mean that hiring the extra classes teachers is not a good thing. You have to beef up your. We went to 2022 with Otto, and we saw that there were shortcomings. In fact, 2021, that's when we were all complaining that we didn't have a psychologist. 2022, we didn't have this. The last AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire, people were talking about the competence of the backroom staff. Even the AFCON qualifiers, people were talking about, we had just 2 assistants on the bench, and people were talking about their competence. Now they've beefed the thing up. Now one you are complaining. What are you complaining about? So once Black Stars comes, then it has to be something wrong. Like when the name Black Stars comes, then it has to be something wrong.
Everybody
and you see, none of us know their specialization areas. You don't know who is going to handle defense. You don't know who is going to handle set pieces. You don't know who is going to... Okay, set pieces we know. You don't know who is going to handle... The GFA have just put everybody's name there as assistant. Club football, they do all like coach. You go and see like 8 coaches and then 1 assistant coach and 1 head coach. You don't know what they are doing there. But at the end of the day, they all have their assigned roles and responsibilities they are supposed to. So this thing, the guys who have come in, if you look at their CVs, it makes sense. So me, I don't get the complaint. Say 10,000 assistant coaches or 60 billion assistant coaches. So what?
What about?
So you want to?
What about the just like the point that Achu was making at the latter part, that some are getting the sense that, well, Otuado is probably the man who the FA is feeling that no, the man is not up to tax, and they are covering it up with some of these assistants.
Those arguments, they are emotional, because look at the top managers in the world. Look at Klopp. The season he was going high, his assistant left him, and all of a sudden results started. We know the importance of assistant coaches. Yes, the head coach must be of a certain caliber, but we know how much assistant coaches add to the abilities of the head coaches.
Yeah.
So you can't sit here and tell me that if you improve the backroom staff, it will not help the team. We saw, in fact, case in point, AFCON qualifiers. Yeah, we didn't do well. We went to the World Cup qualifiers the following year. We had played how many games? 4 matches. The remaining 6 matches that we were going to play in the World Cup qualifiers, they changed the backroom staff, brought in people, brought in Schaefer, his experience. We went 6, considered only 1 goal in 6 games. Probably the best record in the African qualifiers in that stretch. And then we qualified. So are you now going to tell me that decision didn't pay off? Of course it paid off, because we saw the results on the pitch. We saw the performances were much better than what we saw the year before. So if now we are going to a World Cup, and you see, the thing is, sometimes acceptance is better. They are not going to sack him. No serious... The team's going to the World Cup. Do you think you are going to see managerial sacks right now? You will see. You will see. Nobody is now going to make any knee-jerk decision and sack their head coach right now. The guy has qualified. The best they can do now is to beef up the technical team and give him the best possible support going there. If he goes and he doesn't sit up, then you get rid of him. But that sack is not good. Okay, it's not good, then we should do what? We shouldn't go to the World Cup. We are going. He is going. Accept it. Give him the best possible support. It's not maintaining the people who are there or taking people out. They are bringing people with experience and things. That one too, you are complaining. So right now, what should they do?
Well, it also appears that there's been some consistency as far as Otuado's handling of the Black Stars has been concerned, is that there's always been some movement in the assistant coaches. The assistant coaches that he came in first, went to Qatar, he left, of course, most of them also left. He came back, the assistant coaches, he came back with, I think after the poor AFCON qualifiers, they left, they got Ofei and a few others came in. Then now a few others have also also, coming. But what about also the concern?
But that's not a new thing.
Yeah, but what about also the concern? I'm just saying that to make this point. What the concern that some are raising that maybe Otuado, or let me just ask the direct question. Do you think that Otuado had a direct hand in these assistant coaches that were offered?
Of course, you would have a conversation with him. He would have a hand. Look, what we need to understand is that at this level, no coach has that opportunity to handpick his assistants. Not in our context. The only ones who perhaps will be able to do that are the Pep Guardiolas, because of who they are. But number two, because whoever they handpick, their employers can afford to hire them. Yes. So Otuado may have made suggestions and said, I want this person. But the FA would have to look at their budget, talk to the sports ministry, because at the end of the day, someone has to pay the bills. So that conversation, it goes beyond just the sporting context of two marriable ideas or two managers who see the game from the same point of view or complement each other. So it's not just good enough coming to tell the GFA that based on how I think I want the team to play, I think this guy is going to help us. The FA would listen to you, but there is an economic consideration that has to be made. And that aspect of it is the reason whatever inputs the head coach makes, whether it is Otuado or Clolira or whoever, you will have influence, but to a point. Because someone has to make the economic aspects make sense. And that money situation is the reason what you said happens. The fact that we keep moving around a lot of the assistants. And it didn't start under Otuado. Daniel, if you remember, in fact, Heavy Renat's first introduction. It always happens. Herad Nus. There was a period where almost every AFCON, or specifically for the World Cup qualifiers, Herad Nus would come around. Then later, Avram Grant came in with his own assistants and different guys that he recommended. After he left, I think we retained one of them. But we have never really been in the position to employ a proper backroom staff and have the finances to maintain them all year round. So what the GFA and the sports ministry often does is that after we go through the qualifiers and we have secured qualification for the AFCON, then 3 or 4 people will be added to the backroom staff. For the World Cup, it is the same. And that's why if you go back to between 2010 and 2019, there are names that you would find very common with the Black Stars ahead of every AFCON. Herad Nus was one of them. In fact, there were times where we moved on from then to go for the specialist that will help in treating our players at the tournaments. Remember the horse placenta lady? So that has been the culture of how we manage the backroom staff. These days, I think the FA is doing well by expanding it because we have all complained for a long time. Now they are hiring more people for this period. The hope and the prayer is that we get to a point where in the future, these appointments are not only made for when there is a major tournament, but they work with the team all year round because there's a reason England does this. There's a reason Germany does it. I'm not saying we should get to the 25 or the 23 that those countries do. But even if it is 16 and we can keep them together to work all year round, you will definitely get far more value than putting them together forward. So they will start working. Once it's been announced, they've probably signed their contract and have started working. And so you're saying that
I think not all of them who Kim will join after the
But presumably you're getting them for maximum 4 months altogether. And then after that, you find the different arrangements.
Well, interesting. We can all wish Otuado and the team the very best. We'll see how things work out. Hopefully they can go and do well. But let's get to club football now because Arsenal, they are in a good position at the moment, a position to win their first trophy of the season in the Carabao Cup final, but they will have to face Manchester City. And Manchester City themselves, just maybe it might be the only trophy they might end up picking up. Of course, they are in a few other competitions, FA Cup, Champions League, but the Carabao Cup looks like, let's see. Let's not jinx it. But yeah, Arsenal is in the finals, so we want to touch on that briefly. But then there is a little conversation also, my producer is prompting me that we should have about Bruno Fernandes and, his midfield, I'm not sure which debate where that debate is coming, but they can handle it. So we'll see how we can sort that out. But let's just start with the Carabao Cup final and Arsenal's performance so far this season. Actually, I think we spoke about this extensively in the course of the week on Sports Now and what this means for Arsenal. You know, I mean, fundamentally, they have a chance of winning this trophy or winning the Premier League because the verdict is that the Premier League is done deal for them. It's like they're definitely going to wrap it up. Yeah. And if they win the Carabao Cup, they stand a chance of winning the double. And I'm not sure the last time Arsenal picked that up. It's been so many years. Did Wenger ever win a double?
Oh, of course he did. Yeah, he did.
He won with the FA Cup at that time,
yes,
right?
he did a couple of times. But I think in the latter years was when he didn't achieve that. This week I was watching a clip of Pep Guardiola's first trophy in England.
Yeah, it was the Carabao Cup final.
2018.
Yeah.
And
you saw the video after the game,
the first goal that City scored, I think after 18 minutes. Aguero's goal and Shkodran Mustafi's role in that and how easily he got just shrugged off the ball and Aguero had to go on to score. Look, we could be looking at an Elisha moment where there's a passing of the torch between Pep Guardiola and then Mikel Arteta.
Has the torch really not been passed on yet?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Even if we believe it has, it is the events that happen at the end of the season and what silverware Arsenal go home with, that will confirm it.
We want to hear from you also on Zoom, so please do join us. We've got some minutes to really interact with you. So join us on Zoom. Let's hear from you. All Arsenal fans, Charlie, Carabao Cup final, you are through. Which other trophies do you think you can pick up this season, all right? You are still in 3 other competitions, Premier League, Champions League, and the FA Cup. How many can you realistically pick this season? Join us via Zoom. Let's hear from you, all right? So do join us via Zoom, guys.
Yeah. So if you look back to that performance and what Arsenal are now, they've matured a lot. That weak defending from Mustafi is no longer something you associate with the Arsenal backline. If you look at Saliba and then Gabriel, a lot of maturity, a lot of authority at the back and the way they play.
Yeah.
And those are the players that symbolize what Arsenal are now. And I think, again, in the final, they are favourites for this one. Overwhelming favourites because of the way City have been playing recently, but also that backline. It's hard to imagine that City backline conceding no goal or even just one against Arsenal. That is the problem. And at this point, you have got to a point where Pep Guardiola sort of is doubting himself.
Pep is doubting himself?
Yes. And throughout Pep's career, I've only seen that twice, where he tries to play the way the opponent is playing to play for the result, as opposed to trying to impose a style. When he first came into England and in his first Premier League season when he lost to Antonio Conte, remember that 3-1 loss to Chelsea when he had to set up in a back three, ostensibly to mirror the way Conte's Chelsea were playing, just to neutralize them, and it didn't work. The second time was that game we saw at the Emirates this season where City took the lead and immediately retreated and started defending for... That is not Pep Guardiola. But he's doing that because you can tell that is a man who doubts himself. That is a man who knows that he's not longer able to implement his style of football and impose it on opponents and be guaranteed that he's going to get results. And so this time, he's prepared to make a compromise.
Seriously, let me just get, just stay on that. Charlie, you sure say Pep, they doubt his body by this time?
I don't think he's doubting himself. The thing, football is moving on from his style. And he's being forced to adapt to what is happening. Look, if you try something and it's clearly not working, you'll be a fool to keep doing what you are doing. So he's had to adapt. Physicality is a big part of the game now. That's his tiki-taka. Teams have found a way around it. And that's why it's not like it's only Arsenal that is beating him. It's a number of teams are going to games against Man City believing that they can win. And more often than not this season, they've showed that they can wrap soldiers with Manchester City. So I don't think it's necessarily doubting himself. I just think he has realized that just like what he's done throughout his career, when teams are catching up, he's trying to figure out how to get the better of them. And that's what we are seeing now. That's what we are seeing, a change, subtle change from what he has always been known to do. But the thing now, he should go and sleep because he's tired. The guy, he's tired.
He's tired of City or the league or the Premier League.
He's reached a point where the ideas are finishing. And I think just like what he did again, when he was at Barcelona, that last season at Barcelona was, everybody wanted to face Barcelona because you know that you had a chance to beat them. Then he went home and went to sleep. After a year and a half, came back to Bayern and then was fresh again. So he should go home and go and sleep because where it has reached, he's really struggling. It's very interesting. You see, life is funny. I'm in some Arsenal Group B. There's some Arsenal Group B inside. And they said that it was 3 weeks ago. They told every time that somebody says that they must win the league, I should remind the people. You see, when Arsenal were on top and they were balling and playing like they were the best, this is like 10, 12 games into the season, where we even came here, we discussed whether they can break the defensive record. When they were playing at that standard, you people said that, oh, they are bottless, oh, they bottless, that's why no, Arsenal bottless, that's not bottless. So why is that today you are telling me with 7 points against Man City, the whole Pep Guardiola are telling me that the league is wrapped up? The league is not wrapped up.
No, we can see.
Let's maintain the energy until Odegaard raises the trophy.
But the context here is that we have seen how the teams behind Arsenal are performing.
But they are bottless.
We've seen how City is performing. Aston Villa is in third position. Man United is in fourth. Chelsea is fifth. Liverpool is sixth. The performance of all of these teams behind them gives no confidence whatsoever that any of them can overtake us.
Maybe you don't.
It's as simple as that.
Maybe when you were saying the bottle, you know they understand. You see, when Dortmund went into the last day of the season, simply having to beat Mainz, was it Mainz or Cologne, and then to win that season, Bayern were wretched. Basa. Do you understand? But Dortmund still went and they bottled it. Bottlers don't depend on their form, doesn't depend on who's behind them. The people behind them can but they will find a way.
They'll still bottle it.
Thank you. So it really depends on what is
for a team to successfully bottle a league, there has to be someone that's capable of taking advantage. There's nobody there in the Premier League.
You are talking about Pep Guardiola. It's just 6 points, 7 points. All of a sudden,
it's the same person you say you should go and sleep.
I said you should go and sleep.
We also agree you should go and sleep.
So now you agree.
He's not in a position. He's not in a position to take it up now.
No, you see,
because we've seen how they are performing.
The person you are saying
there's nothing happening.
Now it's not capable of being consistent. How then do they become the one to
use
be
my ways? Because just a few distance ago, people were saying that the guy,
a few what?
It's not a few weeks ago. It's a few weeks ago.
It's not a few. But in October we start here.
At the beginning of January, City would win and they would go on top of the league.
Then it wasn't us. Because it was just in October that we had that show here. That
October. No. I'm talking about December was when Aston Villa.
Then it wasn't us because we had this show in October. About whether or not Arsenal can break Chelsea's defensive record. It's not off track.
No. The October one was different.
But if we could say that
Arsenal went to Aston Villa and they went to lose, that day you sat here. You sat here.
December, me.
I sat
you are lying. You are lying.
You said that. I started. Arsenal.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. No,
you see, the point is that, and the point has to be made.
Nobody said. If there is one thing I've been
in all of this,
it's about the fact that, given how long he's made them wait for this, there has to be more than one trophy. That hill I will die by. But no one has flip-flopped on Arsenal this season. If there is any, there are two things that I have said. The first one,
Aston Villa game. You people now said.
Bring up the videos. Nobody said. Maybe you are confusing us with a different group of people. Nobody said
different group of people.
Nobody said that.
The point is not that.
Let's maintain the same energy.
You can't tell us what to do. You can't tell us what to do.
You can't today come and tell the people
tomorrow morning,
that are not good.
Yeah,
tomorrow you are telling them they should win the league.
If I wake up, I have reason to believe that they won't win the league. Yeah, I'll sit here and say it.
You see,
that's what we talk by conviction. If I no longer believe in their credentials, I will say they are no longer good enough. That's what it is. I will not be jailed by
credit. You have to acknowledge the fact that, first of all, it is not because the chasing pack is not good enough. They are showing a certain level of consistency which is worthy of champions. It's not that the chasing pack is not good enough, so they'll go and win. What they are doing is not just in the Premier League. It's in the Champions League also. Nobody has done 8 wins out of 8 in Champions League. They had both the best attack and best defense. So you can't dismiss them. There were nobody's chasing them.
Who dismissed Arsenal?
Then you say that
it's not true. Who dismissed Arsenal?
No. To be fair, nobody has dismissed Arsenal.
He is important what he did elsewhere.
But the Arsenal fans are watching.
Nobody.
The Arsenal fans are watching.
Nobody on the show has said that.
Nobody has dismissed.
Then how come the same people who said that will sit here and discuss whether or not that team is going to break Chelsea's defensive record? How does that make sense? That the team that we say cannot win the league, no, we are saying they are going to be so good that they will break the best defensive record in the Premier League. How does that make sense? What sort of dissonance?
If there's anything that you have been consistent,
it is not.
In fact, I've heard him.
Is that they have to win multiple titles?
They have to win multiple titles. All right,
that's it.
And me personally,
you are seriously confusing us with a different.
Me personally, of course,
the thing that
you are seriously
watching, so they do. The Arsenal fans are watching, and they.
But why do I need someone to validate what I know to be true? That somebody should come and tell me what I said.
When they are proving consistency, and you don't believe it, then you dismiss them.
Nobody.
And now,
Arsenal.
Now you are telling
nobody.
us.
In fact, even in the beginning,
I think nobody has this.
Nobody has this. Danny
to be fair, nobody.
Or he listened to some people and he's transferring the identity onto us.
If it is your innocent face crying, the two of you,
nobody dismissed.
Nobody has dismissed us now. If there's something, at least I've heard at you. Even me.
How come you are the only one?
Even the boys are multimedia. The boys are multimedia.
3 weeks ago,
even the boys are multimedia can attest to the fact that consistent. I tell them that Arsenal will win. Arsenal will win the league because the signs are all over the place that Arsenal can win the league. You understand? And you talk about Arsenal bottling it. When people say that Arsenal might bottle it, it's not because they are just trying to do something. It's because they've done it many times. Arsenal has bottled not once. And they are always there, Arsenal might bottle. But if you look at the people who are behind Arsenal, they are not ready to take it over when Arsenal bottles it.
Pep is not ready.
Pep is not ready. The man should go and sleep, like he said. And we all agree with you. Liverpool is clearly not good enough. Aston Villa cannot be the club that... Look, the day I realized that...
We lost to Aston Villa in this...
Danilo, he is confused. He is confused. In one breath, he sits here and says Pep Guardiola needs to go home. He needs to take a sabbatical.
I've never said...
How then are you saying that Pep will offer any sort of challenge to Arteta?
But you people said...
No, you are not
people said it.
You just said Pep should go on a sabbatical. How then are you expecting that he will challenge Arteta?
But my thoughts are not your thoughts.
I'm asking you, agree with how then do you expect that he should?
My thoughts are not your thoughts.
I'm asking you that. How then do you expect?
For 2 years, I have said that Pep is not good enough to win the title.
Yes.
Right.
And now you are saying
Pep is not good enough. And I'm saying he should go home because he's not good enough. That's consistency.
Wait. Backtrack to what you just said.
I said Pep is not good enough.
How do you say
season? I said Pep
how do you say that for 2 years he has not been good enough when he has won league title in those 2 years?
He didn't win it last season. He didn't win it this season.
No, you said 2 years.
I said for the past 2 seasons, last season and this season.
So these are the games.
2 seasons.
So these are the games happening today.
I said Pep will win.
So today,
maybe you meant 2 seasons, but you did say.
And I'm saying you should go.
All right, today United and Spurs will play. Hopefully Carrick will continue his winning run.
I want to hear
Bournemouth and Aston Villa, Arsenal and Sunderland will play. Burnley and West Ham will play.
Now let's move to the next one.
Me, what about that? We have someone else who relax.
This guy.
Relax.
You said that.
Let's go on Zoom.
Oh, a Carrick ball. Let's
go on Zoom. I'm coming. I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Relax.
And back to you. 3 weeks ago.
How many games have you played?
3 weeks ago.
How many games has Carrick played?
You said emphatically that Chelsea will.
Charlie, who do we have on
Chelsea? And who is in the final now? Now you're saying the people that you said Chelsea will beat no.
Sorry, who?
I thought they should go and win.
Who is on Zoom?
Chelsea should go and win the final.
Who is on Zoom? Okay, question is on. Question. All right, question. Let's hear from you. Question. 3 games spell. 1, 2, 3. 3 games spell. Almost
3 games spell.
3 games.
They're on top.
Even him.
3 games spell and they're on top.
Even him when Carrick won his first game against Manchester.
I said I'm waiting.
Exactly.
I said I'm waiting.
And the game that he picked, the game might be tough. Which clearly the dispatch was the game against Fulham. But 3 games, Onion. 3 games.
3 games are there.
Do you know how many games Ole Gunnar Solskjaer went on? The run Ole Gunnar Solskjaer went on. Do you know the run Ole Gunnar Solskjaer went on? And today, even then, you know what Ole? They had Ole and Carrick. They said, no Ole.
Zach,
You understand? 3 games, though.
Exactly.
Question, Charlie Casanenko.
So 3 games, so United fans shouldn't celebrate.
I've not said you should not celebrate. All I'm telling you that.
So what? 3
All I'm
games,
saying
so what?
is, question, but you understand? Don't you understand?
3 games, and so what?
Question,
Question,
don't you understand what I'm saying? 3 games, girl.
No, they are top.
3 games, so 3 games.
They are top.
3 games, but they said they will win the league.
Charlie, 3 games. They said we should not talk.
You will be world champion. You questions if you will be world champion. Go win the league. Right now, you tell we say the people behind them are not good enough. You will be world champion. Go win the league. Eh?
No.
Go win the league.
No, listen. The issue is say what you are saying is true. Arsenal have that consistency. And the other teams are not having that consistency.
Why?
No, it depends on the season.
Because say Chelsea no say it.
Oh no. And
so
it's not about Chelsea is not good or this, but season be every season and its ups and downs. Now don't look at Pep. Pep needs to be given time because he has included a lot of players into the squad. I think next season will be. This season is just for Arsenal. Everything is just pointing to Arsenal. Yeah.
Because you don't even understand.
We are having inconsistencies. We are having inconsistencies from the teams. We're even look at seasons. City seasons. Season this.
Performance this season.
He's not playing that. The City system of football that we know.
Charlie, question. Let's pick
another stuff.
Question. Let's pick some quick predictions so that we can get someone on. Also, we've got some few minutes to wrap up. All right, quick prediction. We've got United Spurs today. Charlie,
since United, I'll go for United win because of how they are.
Charlie, say Charlie, say I don't want you to. Say I don't want you to.
But if you collect some moves,
Charlie, I think there's another big game, the City Liverpool game, right? City Liverpool game
tomorrow.
Yeah, City Liverpool. Quick prediction on that one.
I see Liverpool winning.
Okay, Liverpool.
City is not.
So Arsenal are fat title.
there are 3 big games.
Which other big game?
Wolves and Chelsea, the big game. Wolves and Chelsea, the big game.
Ismail. I hope I got the name.
It's mine.
Sorry?
It's mine. That's the name.
It's mine. Then I hear
Yes.
What is yours?
Oh, my name. It is an name. That means Tony.
Okay. Charlie. Let's hear from you. Quick one.
What is Danike's problem in the first place?
My problem is you people. My 2 teams. You say one be bottless. You say one if they change code, they no change to nothing will happen. Now we are seeing that they are doing well. So you have to admit it. Look, that's what I want you to say it.
Danike, at this point, you have to denounce Manchester United and then fully accept that you are a full Ghana or an Arsenal fan.
Why?
Why should you be supporting 2 teams at the same time?
My team is Man U. The Bible says the 2 shall become 1. My wife is an Arsenal fan. Are you telling me that I shouldn't follow biblical principle again?
That is just by the way. You remember Michael Carrick's first game? I told you that you are going to win against Manchester City. And then it's going to continue, and then Carrick is going to be given the job at a 4th time. You recall, right?
Yeah, but I don't like it.
It is still in the pipeline. At the end of the season, we will have this match, and then we are going to talk
Charlie,
about it.
what's your prediction for the game against Spurs today?
Oh, Manchester is going to win.
Scoreline.
Oh, like 2-1. Yeah, 2-1.
What the one at your home? What one I 2-2 and 3-2? What that now?
This guy,
United 4. And I just have a funny feeling that Spurs will do something.
You always have funny. Always had a funny feeling. Every United game,
sorry,
get funny feeling.
I understand there's a Chelsea guy on. You didn't mention the name to me, but hello, Chelsea.
Which Chelsea fan is coming? If not your friend.
Charlie, can you? Yeah, we can hear you. Let's go. Quick one. Charlie, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I think I can.
Oh, Charlie, you that TV top, they come. Charlie, make you hear from you. Sharp, quick one.
Okay. So,
Arsenal to win the league.
You tip Arsenal to win the league, eh?
Oh yeah. I've always tipping them. Their problem as well.
I think your sound is a bit problematic. But tell me, Charlie, Chelsea game against Wolves today. What's your scoreline prediction?
Oh, it's 4-0 against.
What about the United Spurs one?
United Spurs.
Yeah.
Well, I think United is going to win.
You think United will win, eh?
Yeah, of course.
And the City Liverpool one?
I think Liverpool are the favorites going into the game.
Charlie, you check like the way they say that things like your bed sleepy, they tell me, oh, this one.
Oh, nah.
They read from the bed sleep.
It's been I'm still looking for a while.
Charlie, nice one. Charlie, where area you dey?
Oh, right now I did it with Friday.
All right, sharp. Charlie, next week we'll go meet for here. Next week we'll deal with all the flowers matter. We'll deal with it next week. So no, that one I know go less. Charlie, they say we should pick predictions.
You stop that. You for stop that. Producer, for stop that.
They say we should pick predictions.
Anytime Chelsea loses, when you are bringing top,
Charlie, we are going off
somebody else's team.
Charlie, what's up?
This guy, if Man U lose,
let him finish.
He go can't stand.
They are taking us off air.
We don't care.
You know they don't score you.
Charlie, we'll meet again next week, Saturday.
You say somebody no good, they don't score you. Come explain to me. They don't score you. Your glasses coach, you know if you score Arsenal. Your
Charlie, show me
league manager.
We there on top. You sound trophyless.
Charlie, Yapon.
World champions, you know if you win trophy.
Charlie, time as soon. I don't know where you know.
We don't close anything. We don't close anything.
We don't close anything.
We don't close anything.
Why not more montage?